But one side of the job is designing the compliance program. That's tough enough in itself, getting the policies and procedures and the training and making sure it's proportionate and getting the third-party risk management program in place. That's really tough, getting that absolutely right, making sure it's adequate under UK bribery law requirements and so on. But the second half, I think, is even more challenging, which is the monitoring and the detection side of it. There's no point having this thing in the first place if you're not going to follow through. You have to have some kind of mechanism for testing those internal controls you've put in place. And in many ways, that's a very good way of deterring some of this behavior. The threat of detection is an extremely good way of making sure people behave themselves and comply with the programs you've put in place. But it's expensive. It's not easy. You need human beings to do it. You need money to do it as well. And that has to be obviously a risk-reward balance there. But so one area of I think, the most challenging area for a chief compliance officer is on the detection side, on the monitoring side. But beyond that, I think possibly the most important area is to extend that to third parties as well. There is a worrying lack of audit rights written into third-party relationships. When they are written in, if you ask a compliance officer, how many times do you actually exercise that? 9 times out of 10, they'll say, we don't. This is a little bit awkward and slightly embarrassing. But actually, if you include those audit rights and you test them and you go in and test their internal controls, again, you're reducing the likelihood of something going wrong.